Stage 15 and the state of the tour, like the upper reaches of the Pyrenees, is cloudy. In any language, this is the most crucial day of the race.
Горы все время сложные на Тур де Франции.
Alexander Vinokourov, 18 seconds off the lead.
Man hat ja gesehen, auch Lenz heute ist schlagbar gewesen und die Pyrenäen kommen jetzt. Also sind, denke ich mal, der Grundstein für die Tour.
Jan Ullrich, only 15 seconds back.
Lose our dance, tough climb, and with the Tourmalet before, I think I'd like to have more than 15 seconds.
And Lance Armstrong on a lofty but uneasy perch. 6 times in the last 100 years, Les Ardennes has loomed large in the Tour de France. Its significance is well known to the hundreds of thousands who line the route and throughout France. Only the day before, they had cycled the equivalent of 2 marathons. Assembled side by side at the starting line, they are nonetheless alone in their thoughts of having to do it again over such a sanctified and ominous summit in the heart of the Misty Mountains. There is no confetti this morning, no light-hearted banter among the combatants, only grim looks of will being summoned, strength being gathered, and respect for the mountain recalled. And for one man, the ride up Les Ardennes could take him further along his trip into glorious history, or back several steps toward the world of what might have been.
For 15 days, the Tourmen have encountered the hottest conditions in 50 years. Now the race is in the high Pyrenees that divide France and Spain. From Bagnes, the route crosses the Tourmalet and ends overlooking Spain at Les Ardennes. It leaves Bagnes de Bigorre, tracing a northerly route to the beautiful Pic de Midi National Park. Just undulations as it gradually swings around to the south and the major peaks that await. The first of these climbs is the Col d'Aspin, a 7-mile hors d'oeuvre that leads then down the valley again and on to the Pyrenean giant, the 7,000-foot Col de Tourmalet. Then a long plunge before the ascent to the finish line, which is found at 3,000 feet after a 7-mile ascent. The 154 survivors of the 198 that had left Paris now head for Les Ardennes full of trepidation. Introduced into the Tour de France in 1910, the Col du Tourmalet has since been climbed more than 70 times. On this day, it is a springboard to the finishing mountain of Les Ardennes. Jan Ullrich is afraid of Armstrong's strength when he feels the magnetism of a finish line, so he attacks on the Tourmalet. It is still 40 miles to go. Ullrich's move, though, has placed third-place rider overall, Alexander Vinokourov, in difficulty. The attack had not been in vain as the Kazakh struggles. America has dominated this race with Armstrong for 4 years, but this time the Texan has been made to fight at every turn. His jaw set, his attack countered. Ullrich leads Armstrong and the Spaniards Mayo and Zubeldia over the summit of the Tourmalet. Now the plunge from 7,000 feet to the base of Les Ardennes will give some respite from the pain. Armstrong rides at speeds in excess of 60 miles an hour, testing Ullrich, who is not known for his skillful descending. A mistake here can mean a shorter route to the valley below. But this day, Ullrich regains control and dictates the pace. The leaders prepare for a showdown, while behind Vinokourov also recovers, and he's taking risks to return to the front. Les Ardennes, the last mountaintop finish in this race, first revealed its secrets in 1985. Shrouded in cloud, it held the key to success or failure. Either way, it was the most painful way to find out. Another American, Tyler Hamilton, had fought up from the rear to join Ullrich. The 2 Spanish riders. And Armstrong himself. His fractured collarbone healing now, Hamilton was back at the front and could climb well. The town of Le Saint-Sauveur normally has 1,200 inhabitants. Today, 500,000 would line the route to the finish. This was the gateway to Tour success or the shortest route to defeat. As leader of the race by just 15 seconds over Ulrich and 18 on Vinokurov, it was still up to the others to attack him. He waits. Vinokurov, with the help of his German team, rejoins. It has been a hard chase and has ended as the climb begins. His chances of recovery are slim. He hopes the mountain will smile. At first, both Ulrich and Armstrong call upon the strength of their teammates, their super domestics, and their job to set the pace at a high tempo. It causes pain to all, leaving only a few later to follow when the time comes. As the leaders climb together, how much longer can Jan Ulrich wait? He needs to gain time, and time is running out. Each horseshoe bend lifts the riders another 300 feet. Each bend brings them closer to home. The tension builds. It happens as Iban Mayo launches an attack. It opens the door for Armstrong to react. Now Ulrich is on the defensive, and the heavier man takes time to build up speed. The gauntlet offered by Armstrong is picked up by two. This is the moment all had expected, mano a mano between the greats of this sport. Then, felled by a spectator's cloth bag attaching to his handlebars, Armstrong and Mayo are down. Ulrich is free to fly home, but will he? The seconds tick by. Ulrich is already the race leader as Armstrong struggles with his machine. 6 miles from the finish, the drama is still a private affair. That will change soon.